Right now, well, today is February 28th, 2018, and this is This Week Today. Now, going to touch on a couple of topics, a lot of things that went on. We're going to be short, we're going to be brief. Let's do it like this. The Bitcoin thing, that's been a big thing today and all week. Uh, let's see. Initially, people like Bill Gates and all of them were excited about the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency. It was a big wave. Bitcoin started years back in I don't know 2012, if I'm not mistaken, and it gradually, that it became one of the leaders and the prominent leaders within the cryptocurrency. Uh, it became synonymous and famous with the underworld, the dark web, the dark net, the TOR people. Um, and that's anybody that want to money laundering and all. They have all kind of kits for all that type of stuff. It's very easy to do that. Gambling, cross company, banking, anything. All right, cool. So it wasn't until that I want to say in the last week or so that the powers that be are now saying that the Bitcoin is going to be. See if I can find this article. They're going to sue the guy who created Bitcoin. Okay, yeah, they're gonna sue the guy that created the Bitcoin. He's getting sued for $11 million. Now they're saying that he's if I can find an article, it would be wonderful. I don't see it. Hold on. Bingo. Bitcoin creator being slapped with a $10 billion lawsuit. Right? So this comes down because Bitcoin, I think, now is being traded for $8,000 a share. $8,000 a coin. It was $300 like 6 months ago, if I'm not mistaken. So, a lot of individuals got rich off of Bitcoin real fast. I mean, the upside was within 6 months or so. Uh, it doesn't have what it's currently being. Hold on, let's see if we can pull up how much it's being. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Now it's being traded for $10,390 a share. As you can see, right? All of this happened. Bitcoin was being traded like $800 a share, uh, not even 6 months ago, which is crazy. So a lot of individuals jumped on the cryptocurrency. Uh, Back to the subject at hand. Now, with that being said, or whatever, they're trying to recoup the money. Not some places even calling him a fraud. They even going as far as to say it's a pyramid scheme. It's not. It just can't be regulated. Same thing was done during the abolitionist era. The same thing was done during prohibition, and the same thing is being done right now with the dark web. They're going to banish and curse the dark web because they can't regulate it. Same way with gambling, running numbers. Now the government is the ones who do numbers. So that's why that, because at this rate, who was it that said? I think it was Warren Buffett who said Warren Buffett was back in Bank of America. That's something else that happened last week, and he left Bank of America, stating that the reason he left Bank of America was because the investments became more risky. And they said they even invested hundreds of millions inside of cryptocurrency and also the real estate market and so forth. It's a lot of red tape with it. But long story short, he's no longer he doesn't have Bank of America inside his portfolio. Now, individuals like Bill Gates, he's backing a lot of major banks. This is not a conspiracy. This is just fact. The Gates Foundation funds many financial institutions, not the charitable event, but the Gates Foundation, as in his personal investments, as his portfolio. Now, with that being said, uh, this is the demise of Bitcoin. Okay, there's a few things I wanted to cover today. especially when co-authors of Apple said they getting stole 70,000. Also, they linked Bitcoin. I saw this about a month ago. They was linking Bitcoin with Russian internationals in North Korea. You know, different countries are getting really rich off of this. Like I said, it's a real threat to the mainstream banking system if the status remains. If it keeps going and they have a LICO currency, lighter coin, things of that nature. If it keeps going, it threatens all that is, or the main status. And there's a lot of stuff going on with uh, the car loans and the personal loan departments. How that's been going on this week. And so as what's that joker name? Trump. Trump changed the premiums. They now can, instead of it being astronomical, it can be gigantic. Uh, it can go from you know how people charge 26% on loan or personal loan. Those checking advance type places now they can charge 800%. You know, now it just changed the state and federal premiums on that. Very interesting. A lot of Russian talks, but that type of talk, the real talk I just gave you, you know, they hush that. Also, is this week was that shooting in Florida. That little boy, it was two shootings this week actually. So a lot of stuff going on. Quentin Tarantino back inside the news. He confirms his ninth film, which he says is going to be his last film. Says he's only going to do 10 films. I don't know if this is a ploy or whatever. I don't know. But he is in Tarantino is in big trouble, especially since the Me Too movement came about, and he was okaying some stuff that Harvey Weinstein had supposedly said, and he was saying that Harvey Weinstein was saying something about raping a 14-year-old girl, and he was defending that act and said it can be consensual on Howard Stern's show. So he got a lot of flack back from that, but of course that's Quentin Tarantino. He's a real kooky guy. But yeah, that's the new thing with him. Let's see. Hoping to blaze a path through Congress with cannabis candidate. They just need to go ahead and legalize it. Legalize weed. I don't know what's the holdback for this. I don't know. I don't know if it's that many old timey people are still in office or whatever. But you know, if you can legalize gay marriage, you know. But that's what's going on with that. If we can accept that, then we can accept, you know, changing it as a schedule, you know, changing it off of the schedule. What is it? Schedule 1 narcotic. We can change that. The feds need to do so. But yeah, it's a lot of upside to anyone investing inside of this right here. In 10 years from now, all of it's going to be legal. It's going to be a lot of upside to it. I don't know, maybe worth, you know, looking at, you know. But that's how that goes. They say it was a guy. This Trump response to NRA. Delta Airlines had dropped NRA, and now Delta Airlines and the NRA is all together. National Rifle Association. All that happened this week. In response to the children saying never again in Florida. Another school shooting. Delta Airlines is looking for another location for. They're talking about moving either New York and Louisiana, so they'll take them. But Trump's response was that it was very interesting. He said the teachers need to be armed. Buy the teachers guns. That's right. Anyway, and Walmart response is okay, cool. We're gonna start selling ammo inside of our stores. They want to capitalize on it. I guess if that's what you want to do with your life, you know. A lot of big things being discovered as far as on the quantum side, as far as quantum mechanics. A lot of things are being discovered today and yesterday. That laser technology where they're using lasers to do archaeological research from above aerial drone shots. Man, that's discovering so many tombs. They discovered a tomb in Egypt yesterday, and they discovered another one last week inside of what's that, Teotihuacan, the Yucatan Peninsula in that area. Yeah. So that is that. Let's see. It's a lot of stuff going on this week. Oh, Venezuela. They was going through a starvation hunger thing for about a month or so. Um, yeah, they was going through that for a good while. People breaking in, just stealing bread. It was havoc. Um, I happen to see them back in the limelight. I don't know what for. Oh, they're drilling for oil. I saw something today where Brazil, I think in Argentina, they're selling their water rights. Nestle and Coca Cola's getting together to buy it. It's the largest underwater aquifer on this side of this hemisphere. If I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. So yeah, right now they're pillaging a whole bunch of stuff. They're going to be pillaging a lot of stuff there. They're going to be taking advantage of them. But of course, these are the same Venezuelan people who don't like America. I think it's Chad, that last president. He died. He was real revolutionary. Chad Suarez or whatever. After he died, then a woman took office and she was corrupt and then something of that nature. So, but yeah, African Mona Lisa smashes estimates records inside of a London auction. It's going to be a lot of Afrocentric artwork being sold because of the whole Black Panther thing that came along this week. Let's see. And every time a school shooting happens, they always say how the community stuck together and they were so loving, and we want to thank all the police for something. The funniest thing is those two damn police officers that ran, and they were some of those fucking Trump called him a coward. He is. I mean, and he was just awarded the Medal of Honor for what do they call those officers? Those residential officers of the year or crap. The ones who stayed at the school. It was at Building 12, and his ass was right outside Building 12, like, and they got him on cam. Where, the other officer, he just completely running in the other direction. I think he even dropped and threw his gun down. Remember my daddy, he used to always say, "Don't be afraid to drop your gun and run, son." But yeah, there was a big boo boo on that. They fired by 3 people over that shit. So, but they always do this camaraderie shit. Especially with them. Trump continues to vent against California. Okay, whatever. They still arguing about this dumbass wall that should never be built because it's just a waste of taxpayers' money. It's fucking dumb. Okay, what's in your house now? Okay, the best drone stocks. DJI better be on there because DJI, man. They have, they don't have DJI on here. Whoops. Amazon is a monster, man. They're buying everything. They're selling everything. Okay. That's something I look into. I never considered. Intel, huh? Okay. Alright. Yeah, that's something I'll get back to in that series. X out of that down. NRA, okay. Let's see. They even went as far as to question the woman, Halle Berry, and the screenplay writer of Catwoman, because she was black, and they were saying was a connection with the Wakanda, newly found black Wakanda guy, black guy, Chad or whatever. He's from South Carolina, by the way. But it ain't no damn connection. They just reaching. Oh, in recent news, the hell is the guy named the Cheddar Man? Cheddar Man darker than me. That's supposedly the ancestor to all Great Brits. After retesting, I think 40% or more of all Great Brits come from him, not 20 as originally described. They said he was just passing through. That's what the Britons or the researchers are saying. This black Africanoid was just traveling by. Just make you sleep better, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't see a lot of future within photography if the lenses on these smartphones begin to be so advanced. I say 10 years, they're gonna phase out of that type of photography. It's gonna be null and void. Yeah, I mean Wells Fargo never recoup. I'm looking at this article right here. Wells Fargo never actually recouped from the hackers hacking into their accounts. They never really did. It just kind of got swept under the rug because so much other shit was going on. That's been in the news back and forth for the last month or two. Um, it's a lot of self-driving cars, but like a month ago, two of those Tesla self-driving cars after this dummy. Well, I ain't gonna say dummy. This guy, Elon Musk, launched a Tesla S5 or whatever into the outer space. Okay. But yeah, two of those things, those self-driving cars, got to accidents. One of them was deadly. Let's see. I'm not a big gamer, but everything seems to be geared towards gaming nowadays. They're starting to do a lot of gaming movies and bring them to life. Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, so forth and so on. They're talking about bringing another Assassin's Creed movie to light. I think it's Assassin's Creed Barbados. Or, I don't know. Pirating, one of those craps. We'll see. And it's more of those point of view. Point of view porn has become really friendly too. But point of view, they even did a point of view movie. But a lot of people who suffer from what's the name of that shit? Not epilepsy, but who have seizures. That point of view can be daunting to your nearsightedness or some shit. Cause you throw up. It gained popularity and lost. Word. But okay, yeah, whatever. The banks are in big trouble. I can't believe they're still pushing anything about hard school. Russia and Syria's clash with the U.S. with Syria's ceasefire. They're never going to cease fire. How China is freezing us out. Yeah, China is something to look forward to, man. That's a threat to be reckoned with. They have the money. I mean, for years they did that gold stuff where you gold mine for all these electronics and stuff, and how we have the gold plated things, and they took the gold out of it, and that's why they did the second largest gold housing is China. So that's not a conspiracy. That's a fact. So I mean, China has a lot to lose, and the military is like what number three behind Russia or whatnot. And then a lot of those Asian companies, whenever Asian countries such as Indonesia, North Korea, so forth and so on, they'll fight with China if China was to ever war with the U.S. It's a shitty day whenever the U.S. ever wars with China. They have the gunpowder, they have the technology, they have the say so. Matter of fact, the president of the UN is Chinese. So it's just a boiling pot right now. U.S. needs to back off and give them what they want before something bad happens. I hear no more about this. It was in the news up until now. This Chinese Red Sea diplomacy type of thing. It was arguing over the Red Sea, this island, and all this type of stuff. I hear no more about it. I don't know. There's still more people being popped up about our Me Too movement getting sexually assaulted or whatnot. I don't know who to believe. I think some people just hopping on just to become relevant. Yeah. Amazon Prime. Amazon has Amazon banking. Last month they bought Whole Foods. Oh man. And they have Amazon banking, Amazon man, it's a monopoly. If everybody talking about time travel, that's the new damn thing. They talking about, oh, I'm a time traveler from the year, fuck out of here. That fucking Bezos, I believe it. I believe that Bezos is a damn time traveler. He's gonna be like the Russian oligarchs and shit. He's gonna have his hand in everything, man. And years ago, we would stop such a thing from happening. Like with Time Warner, we broke it up because it was a monopoly. It was a conglomerate. I don't know where they at on this one. They're not breaking it up with him. Time Warner, they broke it up. You know, because he had TBC, TNT, TBS, all this shit. Then he had Time Warner. All that was tied. The Warner Corporation. All that was tied in together. Um, and they made it disperse because he ran a monopoly. They gonna have to do something about this Bezos guy. Whew, man, he's a mammoth when it comes to business. He's a strategic giant. You know, he surpassed 2 weeks ago. He surpassed Bill Gates. I'm pretty sure somebody richer than him, but he surpassed him on the records. Interesting to know. They make their own movies. They got their own distribution. They don't need no fucking body. To think, Amazon started with books. Very interesting. Amazon, and the name of the woman that talks is Alexa. I wonder if that's connected to Alexandria. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. That should be it. Oh, there's a lot of damn flooding going on the damn East Coast. A lot of flooding going on. And a big ass weather cold front came through Britain and shit last week. I don't want to see it. I want to read it. They love doing this. You know what? I'll come back to you. But yeah, that's how that kind of goes. They told me I'm putting Wi-Fi on the moon. I saw this shit. They said Audi is putting two. I don't know why Wi-Fi is being on the moon. I don't know if they're planning to. I don't know. Somebody need to talk on a cell phone. Why would they need it there? I don't know. Obviously, somebody planning on doing something with something. Word to the wise. Let's see. So I don't really get into the sports, but I have to cover a little bit of it. Yep, they won the Super Bowl. Whoop-de-whoop-de-doo. Who would have thought? Deflate gate. Michelle Obama clapped back at Donald Trump's tweet. Why don't they just disable the guy's Twitter account? I don't know. Maybe it's the publicity. If I was Twitter, I'd keep him on. It was a big deal last week about Samuel Jackson responding to the shooting and all this. Whatever. He made a tweet. It was a big deal. Anyway, Michelle Obama's trying to find herself to be relevant because she's running for president in 2020, which I think I pre-predict that if she doesn't put Oprah on the undercard, or Biden, or the former president Barack Obama as a VP, which would be a shocker. I don't know. Everybody probably would vote for that. That'd be dangerous. I don't think she'd do that. That'd be the only way she'd win, because Trump has these people in his pockets, man. He's actually doing some good too, as far as the tax reform on some parts. I mean, but a president never really having the power anyway. As far as the NRA, Reserve Bank says CBL paid out $55 million despite debts about okay, whatever. Rich people problems. Okay. They showed one of the reporters down there. I think it was on CNN. He was posing people to take the most saddest photo. That's pretty funny, man. That's the Mexican guy that actually did the shooting. They said of course, he had mental problems. They always say that. He just fucking snapped. They can't just never say he snapped. The Fantastic Beasts, they said he definitely gonna make Dumbledore gayer in this movie. The LGBT WPP, whatever the fuck they go by now, said they're upset about it being no gay people inside of Black Panther movie. Oh, is that what the fuck the world's coming to? Spy, excellent. Okay, whatever. How is this? Well, I'm trying to take some truth from whatever. Yep, but that should do it for this week. This week today, um, there's so many people getting accused of sexual assaults. Crazy. And they're mad about him hosting a $20,000 luncheon. Who gives a shit? They've been talking about him a lot in the news, being Carson last week. For some reason, he's not relevant. He's not. Highlights from drones. Oh, you ever seen that drone light show with Intel? They're gonna make millions off that. Millions. They can spell people's names out. Fuck fireworks. I mean, man, it's amazing. Let's see. Letter to the editor. Oh, that's a crazy ass girl. I guess he just got my text. No, it's 1 damn clock. Whatever. Okay. A Paul Walker documentary is coming. They're trying to milk his estate for all this. Let the man rest. What it is he believed his own hype and did too many Fast and Furious moves, and that's what killed him. Bobby Brown doesn't think Whitney Houston died from drugs. Well, she definitely didn't die of old age, Bobby. You just want to be relevant. Sorry to hear that. Ban the N-word from wherever. And Weibo, whatever the fuck that is, however you say that. That's like their YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. It's real big. I don't know why they won't just merge it with YouTube or YouTube buy them out. Yeah. And they trying to extend this Joker right here. What is his name? God damn it. That's the president of China. They're trying to cut out the two-term policy like we have in America to extend his presidency indefinitely. You really like this guy. What is his name? Zai. Yeah, I guess they call him Zai or whatever. Whatever. President Zai. Whatever. Anyway, it ain't point. But they trying to kill that two-term thing to make him president forever. I don't know what Gemini man is. Some new crap. I knew he was trying to do something. A couple months ago, he started doing motivational little Snapchat stuff or whatever. I'm like, yeah, he got another movie coming up. He did that movie Bright. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was pretty damn good. Whenever the critics go after something, like they gave it an ass of rotten apples and tomatoes, which I don't really give a shit. I don't know who these people are. But whenever they go hard at one person, I say, I don't know, it makes me want to watch it more. When they say, oh, it's just a horrible film, I'm going to watch it. Because most of the films y'all say, Siskel and Ebert, one of them dead. Anyway, this is the New York Times, and it's a real luffy, fluffy white movie. I don't want to watch that shit. Oh, it ain't all that good anyway. Oprah real one against one condition. A lot of people like Oprah. I'm not a big fan of her. She does anything for money. Anything. See, payday loan crackdown. I was talking about that earlier, but they went ahead and changed the laws anyhow. There's just been negotiations. Business treaties, hefty price tag. You're always making treaties and breaking them. I promise to give you all of America back. And this can go on for days. David Beckham launched his first grooming line with House 99. David Beckham should have been done that. Like, a lot of people look at him as like a sex symbol all across the world. They should have been done that. He should have his own clothing line. He should. But whatever. I'm surprised ain't nothing about that fentanyl epidemic and the heroin epidemic. It should be. It should be everywhere. Whatever. Armor Rose is just bitter. I wonder if the 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 movie scandal or the TV show scandal is about her and Trump. Some people say it was about George Walker and Condoleezza. I don't know. Could be. We'll see. And that should do it. I don't want to be alone, but I'm gonna be strong. That should do it as far as this week today. All right, y'all have a good one. Peace. And also comment, like, subscribe, support me on Patreon. Any way possible. I got like 8 different shows. If you like this, then hit me back up. $1 is plenty, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you like it or whatever, you should want to support. Please, we need it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it'll get more elaborate than this. This is just one of the things I'm going to start doing and start going in. We need our own news network. For all I know, this could be the start of something real big. So, the first episode, let's see how it goes. Peace.